Yes team, welcome back to another video. I literally just caught myself on camera there and realised, yeah, I look extremely drawn in now. Last week was by far the hardest week of prep. I have felt absolutely burst. Yesterday and today we've actually got like a 2-day refeed, which is really nice. Even this morning, just with having like one slightly higher day, I definitely feel like I've got more energy, which is nice. And I'm looking forward to seeing how I feel and look these 2 days, because last time I had a refeed, which was my latest YouTube video, I'll put a link up here to that video so that you can see like the changes that we made and actually what I did eat on my high days. But energy levels are slightly up. Fantastic. So we actually got some new supplements sent over from the supplement bar. BenP10 for discount code. I've never actually used the Supplement Needs Intra EAA until last week, and it is by far my favourite EAA. It tastes nice as well, especially if you're in an off season. I feel like a lot of the EAAs taste like too sweet and it becomes very sickly. This is like, I was going to say lightly seasoned. It's obviously not fucking seasoned, but this is the peach iced tea flavour. Fantastic. Also, we got another pre-workout. Now, I am massive fan of the GOAT MV Pre, alright? But I feel like MV Pre is like too strong for an every single day pre-workout. They sent me out the Ibiza Juices one, and this is, again, by far the best tasting pre-workout on the market. I don't know what one this is. This is the Paradise Crush. It literally tastes like that alcohol at Malibu, so it's absolutely sick for a summer's day. However, because I told you at the start of the video how I've been feeling like still a little bit fucked and struggling this week, I'm going to actually make up a potion. Right, I'm going to put half MV Pre and half of the Ibiza Juices in and make that up.
So 7 grams of this, 12, I'll be fine.
Obviously, as every single one of you know, well, if you're in the UK, there has been a ridiculous heatwave that's literally been all over the fucking news. London, mate, was 39 degrees. I genuinely do not even think I've been on holiday when it's been that hot. So, my top tip of the century: before you have your pre-workout meal, make your pre-workout drink and your intra and put it in the freezer, alright? So we are literally now about to leave for the gym, and you can see, listen, can you hear that? Slushy, perfect. So, we're just outside King's, in for push. I am halfway through my pre-workout that I've made, this potion, and it feels like I've got tarantulas. Feels like I've got big spiders running over my face. So if anybody, that's the thing, man, see with a pre-workout, for me I want to feel like there's stuff running through my veins. So if anybody is looking for that oomph, that buzz, try what I showed you earlier, the Action Sledge, 15 grams, 7 grams of Ibiza Juices, and I think it was like 6 or 7 grams of MV Pre. It will send you off your nut. And it says the past week has been a drag for me, so I'm hoping the session goes well. So we're in for push. I've got the wee man recording, she's going to train as well. She's just had an Ibiza Juice as well, so I'll catch you in the gym. Fuck, man. push session wrapped up. That was definitely by far the best session of the week, and it's absolutely nuts to just think how much better you can feel literally after 100 grams of carbohydrates. As I said, like, I done a full day of eating on a refeed my last video, so go check that out, but literally 100 grams of carbs extra yesterday, and today felt way better. A few numbers were down. I'm a lot lighter this week than what I was previous week, so literally when I'm getting into movements, there's just not as much of me to press or to pull or to whatever I'm doing, but overall, good session, man.
Okay, sterben.
A lovely big bowl of 170 grams of Cocoa Pops done. Definitely do feel better than what I did yesterday. Like, literally yesterday I came in from pool, sat down at my desk to do some work, and I literally could not focus on a thing. That says, like, today I still feel tired, and that's the thing, like, it was only 100 grams of carbohydrates increase yesterday, so it's not as if you're going to wake up and be like, oh my god, I feel fucking class, but I definitely do feel better. However, in regards to what I think the main reason was with me feeling so fatigued is obviously there's going to become a point where you start to struggle, alright? When you're trying to get in stage condition, there is going to become a point that's difficult. But for me, if you've got me on Instagram, you would have seen that I travelled up to Ultraflex on Saturday, which is absolutely fantastic. I had such a good day with AJ. Where we live, I had to travel into central London with my gym bag, walking about, which probably weighed like 10 kilo. And I know it doesn't sound a lot, but for me, doing all my steps with an extra 10 kilo on definitely took its toll. So I travelled like there, I left at 8 o'clock in the morning, travelled up there, got there at like 12 o'clock, done posing with AJ, then trained legs with AJ, and then obviously travelled all the way home, and then got home till 9 o'clock. Next again day was straight back in the gym again, and had a very busy day with check-ins. And ever since then, it's basically just fucked me in regards to fatigue and stuff. So that is obviously why we've done a refeed, just with how we're looking and feeling. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually put a clip of my set in there. This whole session was recorded for the MBW site, alright? So I'm going to leave a link down below for the site. Please make sure to sign up to that site, alright? It's absolutely fantastic. There's so much knowledge and information on there. It's just, for me, like, it genuinely is insane being able to be a part of that. Like, because the people who are on that site is people that I've looked up to for years, so the fact that AJ asked me to be on that was absolutely sick. Now move on! Come on! Do no rep! One more fucking rep! Come on! Show me what you want. Show me what you want. I'm dry! I'm dry! Ah! Yep! Ah! Beautiful rep. Beautiful rep.
It's coming, like. Try and get that light.
So that was my hack squat set with AJ, Mr. Morris. As I said to you earlier, the whole leg session will be recorded on the NBW site. I will link it down below. I am extremely excited to see that. However, takes me to my next point, alright? Anybody in the world can train hard when you have a world-class bodybuilder roaring in your face. Anybody, even my gran, we made it all, could smash out. I literally just pictured my gran on a Cybex hack squat with AJ roaring at her. Imagine, we made it all, fucking smashing 4 plates aside, easy. Anyway, as it says, anybody can train like that, alright? When I came back, it was back to just me in London with nobody else, alright? I literally train 99% of the time myself, alright? And if you can show up on those days and apply the same effort on those days when it's just you, no fancy videographer, no world-class bodybuilder, no nothing, just you, the headphones, apply yourself, alright? And I promise you, you will get the results you want. Get your fucking head down and attack the set, alright? When I look at that set, it gives me goosebumps, because I'm actually, genuinely, I know this might sound a bit daft, but I'm actually proud of myself. When I look at that, I'm like, that's fucking sick, man. But also, use that when it's just you and be like, do you know what can I actually achieve here if I apply myself? So game plan is set. Obviously last week I seen AJ in person, which is really important. I was actually really happy that he seen me in person, so he could literally see, without obviously different lighting, etc, he could change what he wanted to change, and he is extremely happy with where we are. Game plan now, obviously I came back this week, I was really struggling, but as I say, you're going to have those weeks. We need to dig, because my overall goal is to be in absolute vile condition. Alright, that's one thing you can control as your leanness. However, what we don't want to do, is what me and AJ spoke about, is keep digging and just be like, we need to chase glutes and hams, we need them shredded. And then you might get shredded glutes and hams, but you now look like a flat piece of shit, alright? We don't want that. So that's why we're using these high days like I have the past 2 days to kind of balance that out, alright? The goal now, 0.5 pound per loss per week. That is what we want to do. I am 8 weeks out tomorrow, which is absolutely mental. This has genuinely been the fastest few months of my life, alright? So I'm going to end the video at that. Quick update. Next vlog, I'm actually excited to vlog, alright? It's going to be extremely different. Me and Alex are actually travelling back home to Scotland on Wednesday. It's going to be a bit of a different one. I am not training for 4 days, but I'm very, very excited to vlog what we've got planned, especially me and the bro, alright? If you see my Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm worried, I'm scared, but I'm excited, man, alright? I'll catch you next week. Cheers, team.